Well, this is kind of an unexpected video to make today. No, this is not clickbait. I am selling my Camaro and I am selling my Ram. So what is going on, guys? Riley here. So today, as you can see, we're in a new place. This is my new home of San Antonio, Texas. This is my new apartment. So before we get into the video, I'll go ahead and just kind of talk about this for a minute. So like I said, this is my new home of San Antonio, Texas. I will be attending college here for the next probably year and a half. So this is my new home. It's kind of weird being in a different place, but yeah, I mean, pretty simple little room I got going here with a bunch of flags on the walls and stuff. And then if we go next door, I'm gonna head on over here. What's up, boy?
What up, boy?
So for those who don't know, this is Sean. Sean has been featured in many videos before, and Sean and I have grown up together for the last like 10 years, I think.
Yeah, about 10 years.
And now we are roommates. And so Sean is also working on getting some RPPRODUCTIONS merch coming out to you guys, as well as his own line of clothing. There's one of his little samples he's got going there. But his website is going to be BecauseRaceCarStore.com, which I'll put on the screen now. So be looking forward to RPPRODUCTIONS stuff coming out, as well as a RPPRODUCTIONS discount code, which will save you guys 10%, which is once again on the screen now. So we're hoping we can, go on this little clothing adventure together, as we're separated by literally that wall. So if he pisses me off, I'll just start banging on the wall, and yeah, vice versa. It'll be a great time. So Sean and I are both here studying business marketing and just trying to basically get through this as fast as we possibly can. But enough about personal stuff. Let's go ahead and continue the car talk.
Bye, guys.
All right, so enough of that personal nonsense. Let's go ahead and get back to talking about cars. So, like I said before, this is not clickbait. I'm selling the Camaro and I'm selling the Ram, and you guys pretty much already know the reason why. Getting a Hellcat. So with this move has come a new living and schooling situation, both of which involve me only being able to have one car here at a time. The way our apartment complex works, they're super strict. You can only have one car at a time, and basically if you don't abide by their rules, you're getting your car towed. And even if I could work around that, I'm only able to have a parking pass for one vehicle for school. So long story short, I can have one car here at a time. So I either pick the Ram or the Camaro, which currently I have the Ram here. And as much as I like that truck, I'm just not a dedicated truck guy. I can't drive a truck on a daily basis. I need a race car in my life. So currently the Camaro is back in Houston at my parents' house, sitting in a garage. So, no extra miles are getting put on it, anything like that. If you don't know, Houston and San Antonio are about 3 to 3.5 hours away from each other. So basically, if I were to bring the Camaro here, it'd be a bunch of highway driving back and forth if I were to like interchange the car and the truck out. And so I'd be spending a lot of time on Interstate 10, which is hell for those of you who have driven on it, and the race car Camaro, which is just that's not what that car is meant for. It's just not a good idea. So going into this, I thought I'd be able to make something work. I thought I could maybe find a spot to keep the Camaro up here and have both the Camaro and the truck, but honestly, after being here for a few days and realizing, what the situation is now, I'm just not able to have two cars anymore, unfortunately, or at least not practically. Which is why I'm basically combining the Ram and the Camaro into the Hellcat. The Hellcat kind of serves as that all-around vehicle where it's still big enough you can daily drive it and throw stuff in the back. I could still fit my mountain bikes in the back, and I'll be able to make that work. And it's also still my race car, so I can still have fun with it and drive a Hellcat. Also, if I was here with the Ram, I'm obviously not able to film videos with the Camaro, so it's just one of those kind of unfortunate situations where I have to get rid of both of them, even though I don't really want to necessarily. If I was still living in Houston, I'd still have both vehicles, but with the way my living situation is now, this is the most practical thing for me to do. And I say practical with a grain of salt. I know it's not practical to get a 707 horsepower car, but we're gonna do it. So the truck will more than likely be traded in at a dealership. I'm not too worried about that. I bought it used. I'm not really gonna lose anything when I turn around and sell it. It served a great purpose of helping me move out of my old apartment and into this new one. It also served a great purpose of transporting mountain bikes all over for my whole summer duration. So the truck has done great, not a single problem with it. If somebody by chance wants to buy it, and it'd be like $24,000 for that truck. But if not, I'll just trade it into the dealership and it's not a huge deal. And now moving on to the Camaro. The Camaro is something I'd like to sell to somebody out there who watches my videos or something, instead of just going to trade it in for a dealership, and maybe they'd give me an okay deal. I'm not even sure, I haven't tried. but I'd like to sell the car privately if I can. All of the information on the car I will put on the screen right now so you can see all of the mods that are done to it, all of, I guess, the cool features. It's got 10,000 miles. I've done 3 oil changes. It hasn't given me a single problem in my whole entire ownership with that car. It's been absolutely fantastic. So once again, I'm not getting rid of it just because I don't like it, or because of anything negative towards that car. It's literally getting rid of it just to be a little bit more practical and get more of an all-around car rather than something that's built basically for the track. I mean, that is a great purpose-built car. It's just no longer the best thing for me at this current time in my life. I would love to get another one someday, but right now it's just time to go on to something different. Also, that Camaro has done its job in 2 different ways. When I sold my Scat Pack, I really wanted to get something with a manual. That was the main reason for selling the Scat Pack, is I wanted a manual. Main reason for that being, I wanted to get to the point where I'm really good at driving stick. That way I could do car reviews for you guys and not feel super intimidated going into them. Like, okay, I know how to drive stick, but I hope I do this correctly. I wanted to get to the point where I could fluidly drive a manual transmission, not have any problems with it, and be really good at it. It's just one of those skills that's really good to have, especially if you're gonna be doing something in the automotive field. So I am now at that point where I'd like to think I've gotten pretty good at driving stick. You know, 10,000 miles with that car, I really have learned a lot, and I've got to the point where it's just kind of second nature to me. So that was the main reason I really wanted to get that car, is because I loved that manual transmission so much, and well, I still do. Also, that car did its job by putting something other than a Mopar product on this channel. I really don't want to be known as just the Mopar guy on YouTube. I really do love all cars, and I think I kind of proved that with the Camaro. It's a fantastic car. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are super brand loyal when it comes to cars, like people only buy Chevys or only buy Fords, and I'm not one of those people. I just don't really care that much. I will drive anything as long as it puts a smile on my face and I enjoy the car. So that kind of sums up the ownership of the Camaro. You know, absolutely fantastic car, and there will definitely be some last remaining Camaro videos here on the channel with that car. I didn't expect to be selling it this soon. I expected more so to be selling it like around Christmas time, but just to really kind of continue the growth that my YouTube channel has been experiencing, and as well to just provide myself some, you know, entertainment and some spice in my life. I think that now is probably the better time to do this little switcheroo than waiting another, what, like 4 months. I think this is just probably the better all-around decision. I might be losing out on a little bit of money, and I say that lightly because in all actuality, you know, that car has definitely paid for itself when it comes to how much I'm gonna lose in terms of depreciation versus how much I've made off of making videos with that car on YouTube. So I don't really look at it in a way of like, oh, that car lost me money, because in reality, that car's gained me more money than I could ever ask for it to. How many people get to sit there, buy a car, and have the car pay for itself as well as pay for your daily living expenses and stuff like that? I mean, YouTube is just a really great place, and it kind of, you have to have a sort of different mindset when you're doing this sort of thing, I guess. So hopefully this video is coming across in the right way. I'm a really laid back guy. I'm just, you know, kind of expressing to you guys what's on my mind. I'm not really keeping you guys in the dark about anything. I know a lot of people are like, what kind of car am I gonna get? And I've been guilty of that. I've done that once before, and it was fun. I'll probably do it again. But this one, you guys already know I'm getting a Hellcat. What kind of Hellcat, that I'm still unsure of, so I guess you guys are kind of in the dark there. I'm leaning more towards Challenger, leaning more towards automatic, but honestly anything could happen at this point. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I've already had several people really interested in buying the Camaro that have spoken to me on Instagram, so hopefully one of those goes through, but we'll just have to wait and see. But like I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, you know, all the information on the car, the pricing, how to contact me, all that stuff was a little bit earlier in the video. I'll put the timestamp now in case you were skimming through the video and you missed it, but that has all the information on the car. I don't think I left anything out, although I'm sure I probably did. So how much longer will the Camaro and the Ram be around? Honestly, not too sure. I've got several videos planned with both of the vehicles that I want to film and, you know, get done before I sell them, obviously. But I also have found some really good deals on Hellcats that if, you know, the right deal kind of comes along at the right time, I might have to just swoop in there and pick one up. Obviously, once the time comes, I'll be as transparent as possible with you guys about what I end up buying the Hellcat for, and just, you know, all the information regarding that. So, you know, I got nothing to hide. Also, for those of you who are interested in buying the Camaro or maybe even the Ram, Pretty much everything that has happened to either one of those vehicles has been on YouTube, so you guys can go check out the videos. Once again, nothing to hide there. They've both been great in their own regard. But yeah, so not really sure how to end this video, but you know, like I said, nothing's wrong with either vehicle. If somebody wants it, you know how to contact me. You know, just please keep it serious inquiries only. I don't want to be reading through a bunch of stuff of just people being like, well, can I get it for $5? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to what the future holds for both myself as well as this YouTube channel. You know, I'm looking at it right now, 72,537 subscribers as of me making this video right now. And that's just, never would have thought I would get to that point. It's just truly breathtaking and just mind-blowing for me that this has turned into that. It really is crazy. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching all of my videos. I really do appreciate the support. It really does mean a lot to me. And I really look forward to providing more content for you guys and, you know, seeing where this channel takes me and just having fun with it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.